Okay, let us get started. I'm going to share the screen. Welcome everybody. It's Cody Weinmann here from Composition Online doing this short webinar. For those of you who are live on Facebook, it may be maybe 6 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, but there's a lot of jam-packed information on this segment that I want to go through. And we are talking about composing during the COVID season. We know that orchestras, I've seen the things on orchestras being cut and orchestral seasons being cut during this time all across Instagram and other platforms. So I know that that is a big thing, but it's also a big thing for composers that are needing to or wanting to have works played. It's a very interesting time, say the least. But I want to direct your attention to some tips that I have started to do in my composition career right now to help me still remain relevant and still continue to compose music even in the midst of these uncertain times. So I have the outline right here. So what we're going to start is I have each tip highlighted. So we're going to go to tip number 1. Use a variety of social media. Social media today is paramount, paramount, absolutely paramount to any business today. And it is just as paramount to composers and transcribers and people who do um, work for movies, anything. You have to be visible on social media in order to get people to not only like you, but to contact you and go, hey, I really like your music. I really want to do a collab with you, or such things like that. Have an active composer page on Facebook. That's really important. Have a composer page that's just your composer stuff. I have one that's just Cody Weinmann composer, and that's all I put on it. It's not my personal page. It's the composer page where I share composition updates and everything like that. Really try Instagram and Pinterest. These image-friendly sites really go a long way in selling your music. So don't have any misconceptions. Don't let your guard down. Try Pinterest and Instagram. You'll be amazed at what sharing pages of your scores, even if they're not done or not done, or in the process of being done. There will be people, there will be performers that really start to like your stuff. You'll get followers that way. And a lot of these followers will be either composers or other performers that you composed for their instrument, and so they like to collab with you, and that is a perfect opportunity to take advantage during this COVID time. And of course, use YouTube. Be active on YouTube. YouTube and other like Vimeo and all those other places, those are very, very important in selling anything today. Um, and being active and having an active presence. So video is now bigger than ever. Live performances, even MIDI and sheet music screen videos help to sell your music to others. Can't tell you, on this channel, the Cody Weinmann Composer channel and tutorials channel that I have on YouTube, I put my links to my compositions in the description boxes on every video, and people are able to access it. And that's how we're not only able to survive as, composers making money, but also, people, it won't happen right away, but people will eventually start to see, your work. So tip number 2, virtual readings and performances. Take note. Now, this is very interesting. I think it's very interesting that Eric Whitaker, years ago, composer Eric Whitaker and other composers started doing virtual choirs or virtual ensembles. And I've been seeing an uprise in that across YouTube, across Instagram, very big during this time. I've seen professional orchestras performing via Zoom from their homes, but they're performing together. That's a very big, it takes a lot of prep work on our parts to put that together. But we have to remember that we have this online medium that can really serve us well during this time. Um, uh, Instagram and YouTube live videos, like we were just talking about, are great ways to display your compositions and to gather people together. Tip number 3, like any other business, composers must build a list, often called an email list of respectable players, friends, acquaintances, anyone that would like to play music during this time. We're hungrier than ever to play music because we're bored at home. What are we going to do besides play music or write music? That's our craft. Ask followers who are performers what you should write next. I've asked fellow students, hey, do you have any pieces that you'd like me to write? I write pieces for my piano students all the time too, to help them with their technique and things. There's a lot of different things you can do. I ask, performers that I know on and off social media, what would you like to play? What kind of stuff do you like playing? Let me see if I can write that for you. And that's a really big thing, is talking to people, being active. Um, Direct messaging with keeping the chats and direct message sections on social media, and email conversations with other composers and or performers. Ask them, give them samples of your work, ask them how it can be improved, and they'll do it. They'll gladly do it. Tip number 4: keep writing. This is important. Don't stop writing just because we're in a downward spiral with the COVID. This is the perfect time to start writing. Just pour your heart out on the page. Um, don't get discouraged about writing. Keep your musical mind fertile during this time. Now's the time to write a bunch, because whenever this thing with COVID gets over, we're going to probably go back to performing in some capacity or other, and people are going to be looking for new works. All right. So tip number 5, I think this is my last one before going to Q&A. Note the market. Note the market shifts. I've seen that piano solo and piano vocal / guitar music is really selling big right now during this COVID season. People are stuck at home. They want and need music to practice. Otherwise, they're just going to go out of their minds. They will come running to you on various forms of social media, your website, and other platforms like S&P Press, which is the publishing arm of sheetmusicplus.com, by the way. I publish with them. If you sell your works on there, if you sell your works on JW Pepper, if you have them on your own website, they'll find you. It may take a while, but they'll find you. And I honestly thought that my sales would tank when COVID came around. Oh gosh, what's going to go? What's going to happen? But no, it's been pretty steady, because performers need work to play. They want work to play, and to just keep their minds sharp, because music really does do that. It keeps your mind sharp. It keeps everybody up. And, we need to be in an upright spirit. So why not just play music for the simple joy of playing music? So there may be other on small ensembles and other instruments that are popular during this time. Consider writing for them solo. Consider writing for different mediums, you know, during this time, smaller mediums, um, and you'll see what happens. You'll see how it works. Now I'm going to open it up to questions. I'm going to have it open up to questions for just a few minutes. We're a little bit over time, but I want to invite you to ask questions, or if you feel to write your Q&A in the comments, go ahead and do that. It'll be on this YouTube video that is posting live right now. If you'd like to contact me privately, my email contact is below. Also, I'm hosting Composition Online monthly and bi-monthly group sessions of 4 or more people, composers. If you'd like to join, the links are there below. If you need a little bit more time to think it over, and you want to know more about my content, my YouTube channels, the Cody Weinmann Composer channel and the tutorials channel are both below for you to subscribe and comment on. Okay? See if there are any questions. Also, I want to plug um, this before I forget. Below this video, I will also have links to piano lesson signups, and also um, if you need any other tutoring things like in music theory, I'll have that down below as well. They're going to be Google Forms. You can sign up there for a time, and it'll email me responses. So once you put your email address and some other information in there to sign up, um, it's not that hard at all. It'll email me back, and I can get in touch with you, and we can do a call. Okay. Okay, if there are no more questions, I will be looking out for comments in the comment section, and I will see you guys in the next webinar.